Hello students. So today we will discuss about physical properties of metals. Right? Physical properties of metals. So in physical properties we will discuss here one, physical state, second, of metals and non-metals. We will discuss all together physical properties of metals and non-metals. Physical state first we will discuss of metals and non-metals. Then melting and boiling points of metals and non-metals, how they differ. Then density, third physical property. Then hardness, then luster, malleability, ductility, tensile strength, conductivity, here thermal and electrical both will discuss, and last one, sonorosity. So all these are the physical properties of metals and non-metals which we are going to discuss here. First I will take the physical properties, physical state. In physical properties, first I will take the physical state. Right? Physical state. So if here we will talk both about the metals and non-metals, right? So that we can do the comparison also. About the states, that metals, general states, matter has three states: solid, liquid and gaseous states. So we will talk about that states here. So metals are solid. Generally all metals, they are solid at the room temperature, right? And common examples of metals like the iron, copper, aluminium, gold, silver and all, they will be the example. They are the examples of the metals, right? And exception is one. All metals, they are generally solid in their state, solid state they are having. Examples I told you. Exception is mercury. Mercury is also a metal, but its state is liquid, means mercury is liquid at room temperature, right? On the other hand, non-metals, they may exist in solid, liquid and gaseous forms, right? If I talk about the solid non-metals, then sulfur, phosphorus and iodine, they will come under the solid non-metals, and they will come under the solid non-metals. And bromine, it will come under remember this symbol, this is bromine, and one B is there, that is boron, right? Bromine, it is a liquid non-metal, right? Where oxygen, nitrogen are some examples of gaseous non-metals. So you can compare here the physical state. We are doing the physical properties, so you can compare here the physical states. First, metals, they are generally solid in nature. Examples: iron, copper, aluminium. Mercury is the exception, that is liquid in nature, in the state, whereas non-metals occur solid, liquid and gaseous, both in all forms. Examples I told you: sulfur, phosphorus, iodine are the examples of non-metals which are solid in nature. Bromine is example of a metal that is liquid, and oxygen, nitrogen are examples of non-metals which are gaseous in their states, right? So in this way you will compare all the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Next I will take the melting and boiling points. Next property, melting and boiling points. First of all, you should know what is melting point, what is boiling point. Then you will compare. So what is melting point? boiling point and melting point, right? So melting point and freezing point both are same. First of all, you should know melting point means the temperature at which a material changes from solid to liquid, right? Melting point is what means the temperature at which a material changes from solid to liquid state, right? And freezing point, you know that when material changes from liquid to solid state, and melting temperature and freezing both are same. Then comes the boiling point. Boiling point simply the temperature at which material changes from which state? Liquid to gaseous state. That is a boiling point, right? Then you can compare now the melting and boiling points of metals and non-metals, right? So as the now the states of metals, they are generally solid, so they have high melting and boiling points. Metals generally have high comparatively melting and boiling points. For example, iron, it will melt at 1536 degrees Celsius temperature, and it will start boiling, means it will start changing from the liquid to gaseous form at about 3000 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine here the how much temperature they require for iron require for melting and for boiling, right? But exceptions, I told you, exceptions are everywhere. So here in metals, exception is what? When we talk about the melting and boiling point, here that is the cesium. Cesium is one metal that is having the very low melting point. It is about 28.7 degree Celsius. So you should learn, you should remember these exceptions. These are very important also, right? So this is the about the melting and boiling point. Metals have generally the higher melting and boiling points maximum. Exceptions are very few. Example here given of the cesium, which is having 28.7 degrees Celsius melting point. And on the other hand, non-metals have low melting and boiling points, right? For example, if I talk about the sulfur, then its melting point is sulfur, its melting point is 119 degrees Celsius, right? Exceptions also, like melting point of carbon, melting point of exception is of carbon. Melting point of carbon is 3723 degrees Celsius. So it means this is much more as comparison to sulfur. So here you can compare these exceptions also, as the cesium was exception in non-metals and carbon is exception in non-metals, right? So this is about the melting and boiling points of metals and non-metals. Now next I will talk about the next physical property I will take, that is density. Next physical property is the density. Density, what is density? Means the density of metal simply means how much a certain amount it weighs, right? Simply we can measure density of any material by measuring the volume and mass of the metal, right? Means simply you will remember here that density means the certain amount, density of a metal means the certain amount of weight, amount it weighs, right? That is the density. So if I talk about the metals, so metals have the high density. On the other hand, non-metals have the low density, right? Next physical property, next one is the hardness. Hardness. Next physical property is the hardness. So non-metals, mostly metals, they are solid in nature, solid state maximum. So metals are generally hard in nature. They can withstand the high pressure without getting the distorted. On the other hand, non-metals are not very hard. metals are hard, means they can withstand high pressure without breaking. On the other hand, non-metals, they are not very hard, right? And if non-metals, they are not very hard, and if we apply high pressure or we want to hammer them, they can be broken into pieces, means they are brittle in their nature, right? Brittle means which can be broken into the pieces, that is called the brittle nature. So this is about the hardness. Exceptions also will come here, like the sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium, these are metals which are not very hard, which are so soft that we can even cut them with a knife, right? Means sodium and potassium are exceptions among metals which are not hard, they are very soft, and they can even cut with the help of a knife or any razor. On the other hand, we have discussed that non-metals, they are not hard, they are brittle in nature. But exception here is what? Exception is the diamond. That is a form of carbon. Diamond is a diamond, graphite, fluorine. All these are the forms of the carbon, right? So here, diamond is so hard. It is, the hardest substance known till date. Diamond, but it is also a non-metal. It can be formed from a non-metal. So you can compare all these here simultaneously, metals and non-metals, for easy learning, for easy understanding, and you can prepare notes as it is by differentiating them and by noting properly the exceptions also. They are also very, very important, right? Next physical property I will take here, that is the luster, right? Next property is the luster. Luster means shine. So metals, they have shining surface, right? They are shining in nature, they are having shining surfaces, and so we can say they are having the metallic luster, shine is there. On the other hand, non-metals, they are dull in their appearance, right? Exception here will come of iodine. Iodine is a non-metal which is having a luster, right? So this is about the physical, we have discussed today 5 physical properties of the metals and non-metals. Tomorrow I will take the next 5 physical properties. So do the reading of this topic thoroughly, and then tomorrow I will give you assignment related to this, and day after tomorrow we will do the next physical properties. Okay, thank you.